My uncle had a second grade son, and his name is Calvin, and that guy basically asked me to help him with English. The task was write a sentence using I. To show him an example, I wrote, I is beautiful. Although I am indeed extremely handsome, attractive, and sexy, of course. Yeah, I know. I'm not talking about this eye, however. The I am talking about is this I. An imaginary number, which is the square root of -1. Often, the only thing people understand about imaginary numbers is that they're not real. And those people argue, hey, how can a number that's not even real be beautiful? First of all, bring me an object called an imaginary number. I'm sorry. There's no physical object called an imaginary number. But what if your picture of I is distorted, or at least very limited? I believe that it is my duty as a math nerd to show you guys the entire picture of I and how exquisite it can actually be. In my statement, I is beautiful. The first challenge we face is defining beauty. In fact, people back in the ancient Japanese period thought, this is subjective. But people nowadays think, this is sexy. I personally believe that archetype of beauty is just. But we all know that beauty is very subjective. However, in mathematics, the definition of beauty is very simple. In one word, beauty is symmetry. It actually does make sense because many studies show that we are indeed attracted to places that are more symmetric, right? So one of the equations that demonstrates the beauty and symmetry of I is Dirac's equation, which describes the elementary particles like electrons. And although it is not shown in this simplified form, Dirac wove in 4 imaginary numbers in this equation. The result is fascinating. Dirac's equation attained the highest degree of symmetry, which even included Lorentz symmetry, that elegantly showed us the symmetry between space and time. And Michio Kaku, professor of physics at New York University, says, Dirac's equation, very beautiful. I cried when I saw Dirac's equation for the first time. And he actually said it. And imaginary numbers were crucial in the creation of this miraculously beautiful equation. In imaginary numbers, there's not only beauty, but also reality. Okay, I cannot bring an object called an imaginary number. But our understanding of this universe will begin to crumble without I. To illustrate, the value displayed above is value derived from Dirac's equation, called G factor of electron. The value displayed below is the actual measured value of G factor. As you can see, Dirac's equation is accurate to the 10th decimal place. How can anything be more real than that, right? Also, quantities like spin of the electron, magnetic moment, and the existence of antimatter, which are pillars of modern technology, were naturally derived from this equation. Especially for antimatter, no one was looking for it. As physicists were exploring through Dirac's equation, it just popped up. Basically, imaginary number through Dirac's equation prophesies the existence of new matter. And without I, it would have been impossible for us to harness electricity. That means almost all electronics including your smartphone, iPad, computer, will all stop operating at this moment. This is how powerful and real imaginary numbers are. And the fact that imaginary numbers can contribute to our understanding of this universe is fascinating. The concept of imaginary numbers is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also allows us to see the truth of the law that governs this universe. Again, I is beautiful.